The Delhi Capitals is a little short of a good finisher.
Oh, look, it depends who's in. If Rishabh's in at the end, then we've got a great finisher. Tristan Stubbs, we know, can finish for us as well.
I feel that Rishabh can make a comeback to the team for the World Cup.
All going well, and he doesn't have any setbacks along the way. I think he'll definitely be in that squad.
I have with me the head coach of the Delhi Capitals, and of course, Ricky, you've been associated with the Delhi Capitals for a long time now. But as a Delhi Capital fan myself, and speaking to many other fans, they've been waiting for that trophy for a long time now. What do you think has been missing, and what can you pump in this time around?
Well, let's hope we're holding the trophy up in a couple of weeks. We're not out of the race for that just yet. We haven't had the greatest start to this season, but we're still there. We're still fighting to win enough games to make the playoffs, and then we know if we do that, then our best cricket's as good as anybody's. We've seen that in the tournament so far. With the games that we've won, they've been very commanding wins, and yeah, look, I've been here 6 or 7 years now. We got close on a couple of occasions, making the playoffs 3 or 4 years in a row. We weren't quite good enough to win, but yeah, so hopefully it's this season. Certainly all the players want that, and it's certainly the direction from the coaches. So let's hope over the next couple of weeks we can notch a few more wins on the board.
The bowling has been suffering a bit, given the fact that there have been a lot of 200 plus scores this season also. Where do you think the bowlers are lacking as far as Delhi is concerned?
Look, it's certainly not skill. I think, and it's not planning or preparation. I think just execution under pressure is probably where we've let ourselves down a little bit, and that's not just the bowlers. At different times, the batters have been guilty of doing the same thing. So one thing we never do in our Delhi Capitals team is it's never about one person. It's not about the batters. It's not about the bowlers. It's about everybody, and we know we've got to work hard as a group, and we've got to turn things around as a group. And we've got 2 training sessions before our next game, and we'll work on the things that we weren't very good at last week and make sure we're better at them for our coming game against Gujarat.
How's Rishabh shaping up after the comeback?
Looks great to me. He's played really well physically. He's in as good a shape as I've seen him. He's working exceptionally hard on his recovery and rehab, and continually in the pool and stretching and having physio done on his leg. But you wouldn't know if you watch him out in the field, the way he's wicket keeping and the way he's batting and the way he's running between the wickets. It's a real testament to how hard he's worked over the last 8 or 12 months.
You feel the Delhi Capitals is a little short of a good finisher?
Oh, look, it depends who's in. If Rishabh's in at the end, then we've got a great finisher. Tristan Stubbs, we know, can finish for us as well. A lot of other teams, with this impact player rule this year, they've been able to bat really deep. Sometimes had a specialist batter at 8 and sometimes an all-rounder at number 9. So we haven't been able to do that. With Mitchell Marsh not being in our side, it leaves a little bit of a void as far as that all-rounder is concerned, and makes us probably not bat quite as deep as some other teams. But as long as our top order batsmen get the runs and we have one of our middle order batsmen in at the end, then that's all we're after, and that's certainly been the message for me, and hopefully the boys can do that going forward.
You feel that Rishabh can make a comeback to the team for the World Cup?
100%, yeah, absolutely I do. I think Sanju's playing well, Ishan Kishan's playing really well, KL Rahul's playing well. There's lots of wicket-keeper batsmen around India, but Rishabh was obviously the incumbent. He was the one that was in the team before his injury, and all going well, and he doesn't have any setbacks along the way. I think he'll definitely be in that squad.
Fraser Megurk, the next big thing in
well, hopefully, because he's one of our players, yeah. No, hopefully he is. I think what we've seen the last couple of weeks, I think we're unearthing a serious talent. I've been supportive of him for the last 12 months. I think he can become someone that can play Test cricket for Australia as well. It's not that anyone that's got that sort of ball striking ability has got the ability to learn quickly, and I think he can become a 3 format player for Australia, and hopefully he can win a few more games for DC on the way home this year.